Hi folks, my name is Manny Ramirez. I'm VP of Technology for Yankee Tech Digital. Today I want to take the time to put a quick video presentation on how to use the Pocket NC Dental Trimmer to configure the toolpath for one aligner. The first thing you have to do obviously is you have to be logged into your account. Once you log into your account, you have the ability to add credits. And when you add the credit, all you really have to do is click on the plus sign and you have the ability to do multiple aligners or just a single aligner. For this presentation, I'm only going to do a single aligner. You can name your aligner whatever code you want. Demo test 2, and that will be aligner number 1, and then you click on create. The next thing you have to do is just load the model. Find your model, click open, and the system will try to put the SDL model in the best position. You have the ability to inspect the best position for this model. If you find an unsuitable location, you can use all these little utilities that allow you to displace, rotate the model in different positions. So let's assume that we would like to get this a little bit more distal. You will click and you will see that the model will turn into like a transparent blue. All you have to do is just drag it a little bit, and let's assume that this is the correct position for this model. You can inspect it. The system does the best work at guessing the best location, but that will be a suitable location, I would think, for this model. And as you can see, the system is going to create this additional wells, so to speak, so that we can put this on our fixture. So if we like the position of this model now, we can commit to that position. Bear in mind that the system, once I click on the finalized position, I cannot go back and reload a different model. So that's very important to understand that if this is the wrong model, if you commit to this position, you will lose your trimming credit. So make sure that you are loading the correct model, and you still have one more chance to load the correct model if this was the wrong model. By default, the add label bridge and add cylinder around snaps is checked. I would recommend leaving it as is, and also do the exact fit. I'm not entirely sure what the oversight fit is all about, but possibly in a feature video I will let you know what this feature is all about. So if I am happy with the position of this model, I can go ahead and finalize the position, and the next step is to draw the path for the tool. You have the ability to do single points or draw a line. I believe the default is draw a line, but let's go ahead and select single point, and we're going to just try to do a very quick path here. I'm not going to get too crazy. I'm trying to get a perfect cut. One thing I would like to do on this though is see if the machine does well at trimming some of those distal surfaces on the last molar. Sometimes that is more comfortable for the patient. So let's go ahead, and by the way, you notice that there is a yellow dot. That means that this is the active point. In order for you to move the model, you have to click anywhere outside of the model. So it's very important to understand that, and know that if you click a different a different point, that will be the actual active point. So let's try to speed up this trimming strategy here. Hopefully we won't have any collisions. If we do, we'll create another video later where I can present something more be more prepared. But for this presentation, I'm going to try to keep it very simple. And you can go back and modify any of these points. So if you like this one a little up here or down here, that's up to you. Okay, so assuming that this is the correct path, right, I'm going to select finish the tool path, and now the system is going to give me an overview of the tool path. And if I have any collisions with the machine, you will see the machine turning red here on the right hand side. You also have the ability to speed up the presentation so that it doesn't take 1 minute. So let's take a look. Here is the machine cutting away, and there was a tool path collision there. You can simply fix that problem, and let's see if we can actually fix the problem right away. If you click on edit path, you can on your keyboard, if you press the backspace key and keep it pressed, it'll go back, and then you can actually repath this session. Let me see here. I guess it's probably here where we were having the collision. So let's take a look and see if this is a better strategy for the toolpath. I know that the system, if you're cutting multiple aligners, you can just create one path and apply it to all of the models. That it's actually nice when you're doing several cases at the same time. So let's take a look at this. We're going to go back to preview path, and we're going to keep it fast. Let's take a look. There's the machine again. Oh, still we're having issues with that path, and at a later video I am going to show you techniques, tips and tricks in how to do the path, the correct path, so that you don't have those issues. But assuming that this is the correct path, you will notice that you get two buttons here that says download model and G-code. The download model, if you notice here, is going to give me my STL file that I can print, and it will have the correct configuration for me to, if you notice right here, the system automatically will add the cylinders that I need so that I can put it on my fixture. And there is the bridge, as you can see right there. And the other is the ability to download the G-code. G-code is the language the machine will follow or reads whenever needs to know how to cut this this model. So you click on the download G-code, and there it is. This is what you will upload to the machine, not necessarily the STL file. So on a future video or even in the website, you can actually follow the steps in how to load the G-code for this machine. And also, like I said, if I would like to print, let's say for example, I wanted to print this model, I will probably have to load my slicer into my computer. And once you open the slicer, you have the ability to add the proper support to make sure that the system prints properly. So as you can see here, this is my slicer. I would click, I'll start on prepare to make sure that I have that everything is good. I'm going to import it, and let me go my desktop here, and we're gonna go, and I believe that our case on this particular one. Oh no, it was in a downloads folder. Here we go. So if I were to print that, right, I can pretty quickly do a quick quality test. I'm gonna go ahead and fix it. The system will automatically fix any problems with the surfaces and whatnot. And as you can see, now we have a green check mark, meaning that we're good to go. We're gonna add this to print, and all we have to do is just make sure that we put it in the correct position. So you know, this will be the wrong orientation for this model. So just basically you will have to just to make sure that that you have it in the right position. So okay, so now that we have model here, perhaps you may want to do maybe like a 45 degree, let's say, for example, right? And then you can add the correct smart support if you want to. Just click create support, and this bad boy is ready to go. Obviously this is just a test. This is a small platform. If the printer has a bigger platform, I recommend loading more than one. But there you go, folks. This is how you actually print this model to put it into your trimming aligner trimmer. And in future videos or on the website, you can actually see how to position the trimming model, I mean the actual print model for cutting. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down there or send me an email at info@yankeetechdigital.com. Thank you and have a nice day.